What's up, guys? This is Heis, and yes, we're back on the ES&DT and Railroader today. Continuing our single-player playthrough. We've got some switching shenanigans to get into here today. That's quite right. Let's see, let's pull this mess up and stop and figure out what we gotta do. We're continuing off directly after our last episode, which came out last week. And we're just gonna blitz right over, and AI engineer for number 1 just said that they've came across a few Z right as we come across this one. Okay, we'll go sort him out, and then we'll work on our switching. So we'll pull up the map. You should be somewhere. 3 is, and that's in the roundhouse at Dillsboro. Ah, number 1's made it to Wilmot. Now we gotta figure out what to do with this whole mess. We're gonna set this guy to manual mode. We know that the passenger cars need to pull up and stop at the depot. But we have... That's Whittier. All those are Whittier except this one, the Sleigh Mika and Schist, is that siding right there at the end. So we need to drop that car in there. And then Ella, that's at Whittier. And then we've got one for the Wilmot House track at the very end of the train. Okay, and no passing siding to run around the train anywhere nearby at Wilmot, and our cars are not in the best location. Cool, well, we're gonna take control here of the number 1. Let's double check, it's not blitzing through fuel and water despite being sad. Okay, so what we're gonna do is marvel at the fact that we're going to be Dutch dropping a Grand Trunk hopper or gondola, sorry, into the siding here. We're gonna marvel at that real quick. We're gonna bottle the air on the train. I'm gonna pull the pin, and then we're gonna put a handbrake on that boxcar. And then we're going to bottle the air on the gun. We're going to get it rolling, and this one goes into the first siding there. So we're going to line that switch to there, and then we're going to just give it full beans in reverse, and then try and pull away from it. See how this goes. Get up to a decent speed to drop the car. Whistle for the crossing, of course. And it looks like we might have cut off too early, honestly, but that's okay. It'll probably roll in. If it doesn't roll in, it'll just, you know, soft locker game, and we'll have to bring the the 10-wheeler over. There's a way to inspect the track condition. I don't remember what it is. Maybe they got rid of that. Oh goodness, there's hotkeys that I don't know about. As I'm searching around, the brackets move the reverser. Interesting. Yeah, there was some way that, like, you could... Oh. Not Control T. That puts your player there. Now my player's just stuck right there. It's fine. There was a way... Like, there was some hotkey combination that gave you info on what the track was, but it might have been an admin debug thing. They might have patched that out. Let's see, controls. Oh, there's lots of controls that we've never been briefed on in here. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look like the track info's there, so we can't know if that's flat or not. The nice thing is that this this gone. Whether or not it makes it, it's in the clear at least. So we can go grab the rest of our train. And then we can always shove on that if we need to. Is it plain bearing? Or is it roller? No, it's plain bearing. Bearings are in good shape. Oh, it says it's spotted as well. It's made part of it. You just got to get part of the car into the actual location there, and then it just works. So we'll just kind of let that roll till it stops. Which might as well be right there. We'll spot that. 62 bucks. There we go. Making money. Okay, and then now we kind of drop the last car. So we'll know that we'll want to make the cut at faster than whatever that we did last time, like 5 miles an hour. And also line the switch into the house track. Oh, we're occupying that switch? That's funky. Okay. Yeah, because that's going to the house track, which is that short little track right there. And just slam on the brakes. Good hitch. Do we need... We don't think we need brakes. We'll just do this. Come on. Work for it, sweetheart. Come on. That's a lot more train to move. We don't want to cut it at 5. I want to cut it closer to 10 if we can, but we also need to be able to then accelerate, and we're accelerating quite slowly. Pull away from the box. Oh, and I didn't lead the air. Oh, crap. I shift. Oh, I can shift click the angle cocks. Oh, that's genius. All right, that's beautiful. I didn't realize that would work for this sort of thing. That's incredible. That's a game changer right there. We'll trim the car with a little bit of handbrake, get a little bit more separation. Because I was worried whether or not we'd accelerate past it. Clear the switch. Okay, slam on the air. Probably slam on the air with more than just the engine. And... what? We threw the switch. Did it not throw? Did it? Oh, I must have double clicked the switch. I don't want to get nailed by this car doing 10 from this failed Dutch drop. Just try and pull away from it a little bit. Okay, combined couples. Speed will be fine. Dunk. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? It's really inconvenient that this car is on the end of the train. We had a full opportunity to respot and set it up differently, but... or, you know, not use an Atlantic for high acceleration switch moves. Here we are. It's fine. Alright, so if I press 9, I can focus on the car at the end of the train, and then if you hold Shift 9, Shift 0, you can tab between cars, which I didn't realize. Which actually makes doing this kind of shenanigans even easier. Oh, it doesn't let you interact with stuff in those, though. When you're tied to the car. I guess you can get the couple, you just can't do anything with the brake stuff. Interesting. Yeah, you can't manipulate angle cocks. Or no, you can. It's just a very challenging hitbox on that, I guess. Alright, that's probably enough space. Alright, come on, sweetie. Blowing smoke like your rings are worn out because you're 33% condition. Come on. Come on. Come on, sweetheart. Alright. 5 mile an hour. We're gonna pull up in, cut away. That should be good. Let's see if we can actually throw the darn switch this time. The passengers are probably like, just let us off. Why haven't you let us off yet? We're supposed to go here. Blitzed past the depot on either side 3 times over now. 4 times, because we spotted that other car first. All right. Reverse the switch. Train's in the clear. And the boxcar's rolling. Pennsylvania era this time. We'll get that to come to a stop. And then we'll just hope that rolls all the way in. And if not, we'll get out and push. Apparently Shift R pushes the cars. I don't know if that helped at all. That wheel has a significant defect in it. Like a crack in the wheel tread. Gonna have to call the car shop about that one. Just keep rolling, just keep rolling. We don't need this fusee anymore. Oh, I can ride the step. Look at this. I didn't realize this was an option. All right, well, I think it's gonna make it in. Was a betting man. Protect the crossing. What are you doing? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness! If it counts itself as spotted while blocking the crossing, it does. We could park it right there. Block the town of Wilmot from reaching the end of this pier. We won't do that. That'd look silly. All right. Tie the brake. Car's there. $74. Look at that. All right. Now we'll back this thing up to where the passengers can get off. Then we'll go and dump all this junk at Whittier. And then we'll take the cars to Ella with the passenger train, I think. And then we'll do some switching at Ella. So we'll grab these cars out of the middle. The rest of these need to just go to Whittier somewhere. Then we'll leave that for another switch job. You know, I do have to say that Railroader does get the logistics of running the railroad pretty right. Like the fact of the easiest choice for me is to just say, oh, to hell with it. We'll just leave those at Whittier and we'll like make another crew come pick it up. Like that's exactly what would go on the real railroad. 1000%. When I worked for BNSF, I got put on the leadership council for mechanical. I represented the Northwest Division because they thought I was an overachiever or something. And it was actually kind of funny. I got to present to the vice president of the mechanical department and to many of the big wigs, all of the superintendents, all of the highest people in the mechanical department in my department at Fort Worth. And the VP of mechanical asked our presentation team, why don't young people want to work for the railroad? What are the issues they have? And I basically gave the exact list of the reasons why I was quitting in the next 2 weeks. Because I ended up quitting right after that, which was kind of funny. But as a part of doing the leadership council thing, I got to go and go to all these meetings, interdepartment meetings and stuff. I'm going to jump and do some switching at Silva while we wait for that train to get to Whittier. I got to do all sorts of stuff like that, which is really neat. And I got to meet a bunch of cool people and other people involved in the railroad here and there. And one of the guys that I met was one of the train masters from Pasco, Washington. So train master is basically the equivalent position to what my position was in mechanical, but for transportations, the people that actually make the trains move and do the logistics, the people that would be managing what we're doing in Railroader, not necessarily engineer, but saying, okay, do this with these cars, blah, blah, blah. And it was funny. The guy tells me this. He told me this great story that this is what Railroader made me think of how it snowed ridiculously in Pasco the one day. And I mean, just like absolutely ridiculous, snow everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And the roads were super stupid icy, and there was nothing that the city was doing about the ice on the roads. And everyone was complaining at the railroad that they had to drive through and deal with all these icy roads and snow everywhere, and the city wasn't snow fighting, and gosh darn government wasn't taking care of stuff for the people of the town. Ugh. And meanwhile, there's a one carload that was supposed to go to the house track equivalent in Pasco that somebody kept calling and asking about, like, hey, why haven't you spotted my car yet? It's like, oh, well, we got other stuff we're working on. You know, we've got bigger fish to fry. It's Pasco. It's the big hump yard in the Northwest. Like, we don't really care about spotting your one box car. We'll get to it. And that's what they said, and that's what they told, like, you know, hey, we'll get to it when we can get to it, was kind of the thing. Come to find out, that boxcar was ordered by the city, and it was full of ice melt. So they delayed spotting it for 3 or 4 days because it was the one car that they didn't care about, had shown up a while ago, that was ordered in advance of the snowstorm so that they'd be ready, and then the railroad didn't spot it, and all the railroaders complained about it. They made their own bed. But that vibe, that's really what Railroader gets. Like, I mean, that's why I left this car in the dirt over there. Like, whatever, I don't need it. We'll deal with that in a minute. Doesn't matter. Oh, that car doesn't go there. That car goes there. Oh, shoot. Well, maybe we should go do that. I was like, I'm going to grab all my cars for interchange. But while we're here, we might as well, we'll have to grab... Yeah, we'll have to grab this car and then that. I guess, yeah, if they're red, they haven't been spotted yet at where they're supposed to go. That's actually a neat bit of UI design. Okay. I can appreciate that. So we'll grab the tank car and use the tank car as a handling hook. Then we'll grab the box car, shift the box car over. That's right, that was all part of my my oopsie. So we'll do that. Oh, goodness. Okay, there we go. Good hitch. Back it up. Yeah, that stuff's funny. So there's definitely plenty of good to be had. I know that I'm a squeaky wheel as it goes, and I've got a lot of little nitpicky complaints. And I really do wish that either operating the trains was a little bit more engaging on the 60 miles of boring mainline, or that you could focus more on like the tycoon side of things and not have to worry about managing every train so much. But at the same time, that's really hard to program when you're actually talking about real physics and real train operations too. So like, I understand the challenge. I just hope it gets a little bit better. The pushes that we've seen, the bug fixes we've seen have been helpful and nice. I've also seen some mods start popping up already for the game. So I think the game's got a really bright future, but yeah, does need a little bit more love too. Okay, one car to the hitch. Half car. We don't want to hit this one too hard because it's right up against the buffer, and that might physics eat us. So we're just gonna gently, real gentle now. Just bang it, and then, oh. Can I not couple to that? There we go. So that car has just become brown. It's fine. I'll not get much money for that. It's the Southern's boxcar. It's fine. It's not an ES&DT boxcar. We don't care about it. Oopsie. It's fine. He said probably being in ridiculous debt. Alright. Has the AI engineer said anything about anything lately? Or have I just missed it? Okay, there we go. I don't even know. How do I... Sometimes you could... Oh, it's the console. No. Yeah, he hasn't seen the fusee yet, so... Where is he? He's pulling up to it right now at Whittier. Okay. There it is. Alright, we're just a little ahead of his timing here. Alright, well, we'll spot these cars, and then we'll go tab back to the number 1 and see what we can do with that. And then we'll figure out the rest of our switching puzzle here. Alright, so that's... I could probably just leave these two knuckled in. Probably just work. Spotted. Spotted there. Okay, well, they both say they're spotted, so we'll just tie a brake on that one. And then we'll cut off. All those guys are spotted. Great. Okay, what we can do is we don't need to do anything with that car, so we're done with this stuff over here. So we basically just want to drop those other cars right up here. So I'll put a fusee down, and then we'll just tell the AI to run to the fusee. Road, reverse, full speed. Godspeed, friendo. Goodbye. We're going to go jump over to our spot here. Passengers probably complaining about sitting in the yard doing nothing. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna want to set the two cars for Ella over because we want to keep on with those. And then we could, well, let's see. We either set the cars from Ella over, put these cars back together, then grab the cars from Ella, which is 1, 2, 3 moves and out. So set them over, 1 move, put these back on, 2 moves, set them back over, 3 moves. Or we could pull that over, the cars ahead of Ella over, set them over, back into those cars, then take off, which is 2 moves. So we're going to live by the pirate's code of those who fall behind are left behind. We're going to set the engine to manual, and we're going to leave the cars for Ella right here. Shift click those glad hands, pop the pin, and we're going to set these cars for Whittier over on the next track over. And we're going to kick him, and then we're going to knuckle into these cars for Ella and then just take off, leaving the cuts for Whittier on 2 different tracks for somebody else to deal with. Pirate's code. You must be a pirate for the pirate's code to apply, and you're not. Oh, goodness. It's fine. So we can just shift click that air. Okay, that's the cheat. That's the hack right there. Shift clicking the air hoses from long distance away. That's the move. Okay, clear the switch. Slam the passengers around. Stopping with the independent. All right. Kicking. I want to do some kicking. Get those up to a pretty good speed. Slam the passengers around again. They don't complain. There's no one in there. It says there's 41 people in there, but... All right, now we normal the switch, and we go make our hook to the cars to Ella. Stenzel Manufacturing. Those 2 cars go to the sawmill. Hollifield, Stenzel Manufacturing, Sawmill. Yeah, it's a whole pile of unorganized mess anyway. But we're gonna grab these 2 cars for Ella. Pop the brakes there, grab that. Should probably tie a brake on that. And we should also probably tie a brake on that. It's less than 40%, but I don't think we care. It's the ES&DT. It's probably not going to roll away. Okay. Say hello, passengers. Dunk. Good hitch. Stretch them. All right. So we'll get rid of the fusee. And switches are lined all the way out. Do we have a fusee at Whittier? I don't know if we put one down or not last time. Not even lined into the platform. I mean, the platform's actually both tracks, but let's see. Okay. And we'll put a little fusee down right there. And we will tell the AI man, run in reverse, track speed. What are you stopping for? Go. Okay, anyway. And then theoretically this guy stopped and we just missed the message. Yep, okay, cool. So we'll select him, take over, manual. We're gonna put a brake on this car. And we're just gonna go back off here. Alright, so now we need to go in and fetch all of the other empties. Pulling and respotting. Okay. So we do have one there, we have one there, and one there. I could fish this one out just by basically grabbing it, setting it over. So we'll do that. And then the other 2 are going to end up on the wrong side, and we'll have to flying switch them one way or another. Oh, goodness. All right, so we're lined in, gonna bang into these box cars. That one's loaded with lime! 4 tons of it! Jimmy must have been here. All right, coming up to the hitch. It's got pretty good brakes. Bang! All right, pull that pin. Oh, none of those cars had brakes? Oh, that's the car that had the brake on it. That's why. Okay, clear that. Give it a little kick. These guys a little kick. I guess the train must have stopped at Whittier. That was a little quick. Okay, those guys are spotted. Go chase down the runaway boxcar. I think that's a combined speed of 5, maybe. Got him. Okay. Do we want to run around this way? We can. Doesn't really matter. We'll just keep going. Okay, well, while we have him run around and go there, I've actually never used the switching AI. Yard, forward, clearance, 15. We'll give him 20 cars. He's probably got more than 20 to go, but we'll just tell him 20 and let him do the thing while we tell the passenger train to keep on going. It sounds like we have loaded everybody for Ella. Yeah, nobody's left for Ella there, so we'll just clear that fusee. The AI should automatically whistle off, which he did. We'll just zip over to Ella real quick. It's close enough that I don't feel like teleporting. And then we'll just put in another fusee in right there, and then we will have to deal with our switching to spot those couple cars on whichever track that they need to go when it gets there. We're really running two ends of the railroad right now. And you are running annoyingly slow, Miss Friendo. I should have just told it to run track speed on the main. I see no problems with that. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna have to set that car over, put that car back, and then same thing up there. All right. Kick these brakes off while we're thinking about it. Okay. Brake before you see the whites of their eyes. Or don't brake till you see the whites of their eyes, right? Good hitches. Stretch ahead. And then we'll just kick the interchange car out. Kick that back. Welcome to Jank Railroading RS. Pins pulled. Kicking. I'm gonna do some kicking. And I really don't care how far that car goes, so I'll just send it. Because if it rolls all the way to the interchange, God bless it. This time we want to stop before the switch, so that we can then realign the switch once it's cleared. And it's spotted because the tab menu changed. That's actually a really nice piece of quality that I did not pick up on initially. Amidst a lot of goofy things that the game does, there is some smart design that's in it, which I do appreciate, so props. The labels going translucent when they arrive at their destinations. We'll just let that roll past so we have less of a handle. SAL? I don't know what railroad that is. Okay. Now we'll go in and fetch these other cars. Release the brakes. Release the brakes. Set a brake on that other one. Yeah, cool. Okay. And slam on the brakes. Dunk. Let's just see how far these cars will roll. This industry would definitely be a fun spot to switch. It's just like, what's your job today? Well, I'm switching this industry. On a big multiplayer session. I do want to do a big community multiplayer session. Maybe at the end of the year. It'd be fun. Okay, kick that. All right. Kick this guy back. And then we'll go chasing after those cars. That car is now spotted, so we'll toss a brake on. Just unattended kicked cars. That's fine. Let me sneak up on this. We think that's more than 5? The other engineer stopped at Ella already. That's pretty good timing. We're just about to have all these empties picked up. Oh goodness. That's a little fast. It's a little fast, Heis. Bang. Got him. Yeah, the switching vibes in this game. That's the other thing. The logistics of the railroad being imperfect and switching is just a genuine joy in this game. $149 for 60 fares. It's actually pretty good for the distance, I guess. I need to buy an observation car. I need to take carry up on their tip. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter if the... I don't want to bury my engine in the middle of these cuts of cars. So, yeah, we're going to drop them. Okay, so get going kind of quick. Pull away. Get in the clear, slam on the air, throw the switch. And we'll release that brake. I don't think they'll roll anywhere, so. Then let these cars come screaming into them. Oh god, those cars started rolling later. Okay. We'll put this whole mess together, tell the AI engineer to run to the interchange, and then we'll go switch at Ella. And then we'll tell the passenger train to run back, and we'll tell our 10-wheeler friend here to go run to Whittier, I guess? Start dealing with that stuff? Is that the order of operations? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but all the work on this end of the railroad's complete. And the passenger train still needs to run back the other direction, so. Good hitch. Stretch them. Bang. All right. So we got all these put together. Road, reverse, full speed. Interchange is right the hell there. That's fine. We got a few Z's in most of these tracks. So he'll figure it out. So we will go. Now we will do our switching at Ella, dropping the cars off. Hopefully they don't need to go to, like, stupid tracks. They probably need to go to stupid tracks. Oh, yes. Okay, the closer car needs to go down the stupid track of much stupidness. Like, this is some model railroad BS right here. Why would you not have a switch and then a lead? Or why wouldn't you just... Yeah, stupid. But makes for a puzzle, so anyway. So basically, we're going to want to get the passenger cars just out the way, because they're just going to make handling this too long. So we're going to select our number 1 here. Air's already pulled between these guys, so we'll set a brake there. Cut the pin. Goodness. Okay, well, we'll try it. We'll try and drop these. Oh, hang on. I got to tell you to not be an AI. Okay. Just get him rolling. Just get him rolling. Pull away. Oh, crap. Forgets about air. Is there air? You don't know. Well, now we've dumped the cars. Nobody liked that. So we'll have to bleed the cylinders, bleed the cylinders, bleed the cylinders. We made some money. Minus $45 worth of damage. Hey, they still paid us something for that car that we absolutely obliterated. Bang. All right, let's get all the runway we can get here. Bang. These are empty passenger cars now, so they really don't complain now. All right, 4 mile an hour, that ought to be plenty. Get out of the way as fast as we can. Come on. Come on. Now we hope that these cars roll past, otherwise we're gonna have to run all the way around. Meanwhile, while we wait for cars to roll, we can grab this guy. And orders, you're now manual. Congratulations. Tie a handbrake. Get past the switches on the main here, and then just set it full beans. Run to Whittier. We'll figure out where to meet it at some point. Still pretty good on fuel and water. Took care of that last episode. Orders road, forward, 45. Get rid of the fusee. Line him out on the straight here. Okay, he should be lined all the way to Whittier at this point. So those switches are straight. We did leave it lined into an industry. Bad kid. Normal your switches. Please and thank you. Okay, so he should be lined now all the way to Whittier. And he should be lined into the yard at Whittier. And it's probably lined directly into that cut of cars. Which, honest to God, you know, is kind of a fine place for him to end up. We can figure that out. So we'll want to be handling the cars from this end anyway, probably. So we'll keep this switch lined this way so we don't end up having conflicts with our train that we're working on with the number 1 over here as the 2 runs across the map. Okay. We will jump back over to Ella. Oh god, those passenger cars are still just rolling. Okay. They cleared. In case you were wondering. Select the choo-choo. Okay. Yeah, now we will grab our cars and do the couple drops we gotta do with these. And then we'll get the passenger cars set up and get the train ready to go back the other way. And we'll see if we can finish a day out in Railroader in 2 episodes on the YouTube. See if we can do that. Gently. Dunk. All right. So we gotta go and drop. The car closest to us goes there, so I guess we'll drop the rear car first. We could just get onto this thing, and then we might be able to drop them both simultaneously, actually, if we're really silly. Just make sure you blow for your crossings, kid. It's like one of the simple joys in this world. I guess I wonder what the difference between green and red labels are. Or are they just colored by location just to make it easy? I could see either. I don't honestly know. Okay, so we could do a double drop. Okay, we're gonna see how cool I am, kids. We're gonna get as much runway as we can get. And we're gonna try and drop these both in one go here. So this one needs to end up in that track. This one needs to end up in that track. So I'm gonna leave things lined this way for the engine to go, but then I need to create separation. Like I need to barely get this car going, cut it, get this one going a little faster, cut it. All in about 2 car lengths. Something tells me this is not going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. You know what? I'm going to save. I'm going to save before we try this. It's the first smart thing I've ever done. All right, beans. Okay, that's good on that car. Oh, good. Why do you still have air? Who keeps bottling the air on this railroad? Some ding-dong? Yeah, some ding-dong. These 2 cars had air cut together. It's fine. We're trying to do stupid stuff, not safe stuff. Alright. Beans. Beans. Beans and power. Beans, speed, and power. Alright, 2.5 mile an hour is great. And then 7 mile an hour is great. Okay, this one goes into that track, so I need to get clear, get clear. Oh, perfect! That's the thing of beauty. I don't see the other car, though. Oh, he's still rolling. You thinking about it? We could wait for that car to spot itself, or we could just go drop it again. We're gonna go drop it again. We tried to do it once. 2 mile an hour was too slow. Let's make it not a combined speed of a bazillion. We'll release that brake to make sure that both those cars get spotted. Then we'll tie those brakes. $76 led the big parade. Love to see it. More flying switching with an Atlantic. Somewhere someone's mad about that. It's fine. Welcome to the ES&DT. It's what we have. Perfectly switch thrown right there. That ought to roll all the way there. He said, hopingly. Hopingly? I just made up a word. Hopeful. Hopefully? That one. Fill this thing with water at some point. AI engineer looking at another train? Where the hell are you looking at another train? Oh, he's... Remember when I said he was lined all the way? I lied. That's hilarious. Okay. Select. Sorry, number 2 or number 3. You're still being fixed. It's fine. Lined all the way except for the part where it's lined in directly into the turntable pit. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, good, that car made it. Okay, line at the switch. Orders, road, forward, full. Okay, I need to go put a handbrake on that car before it rolls away again. Spotted. Apply the handbrake. Where's my engine? Oh, there it is. Just slow ride, take it easy. All right. Let's not clobber our passenger cars. Good hitch. Stretch them. Air's cut in. Brakes off. All right. We'll pull up, stop, load passengers at Ella, and then go from there. Send the train back on its way the other way. Gonna tell everyone that we're heading to those locations. Copy to coupled. Let's see, is 2 doing the right thing now? Yes, it's past Cowie now. So 2's got, what is that? 49 to 57. It's got 8 miles to run before it gets to where it needs to go. And we've got 3 miles to Whittier, basically. 2.5. Okay. So, I'm not sure where we're going to end up meeting. We got stops along the way. The other engine doesn't. Alright, everyone should start loading now. Shouldn't take too long. So if he's got 8 miles to Whittier, and then there's 2, so about 5 miles ahead of us is probably maybe Thomas Valley is where we do our meet. Maybe. It's probably a good idea. All right, this is all loaded, so road, forward, full speed, Godspeed train. I'm gonna let him do the thing. Put down a flare at Whittier. Tell him to stop, because he doesn't know how to stop at stations yet. Baby AI, someday, so we can hope we can teach him. All those cars, yeah, so we've got this lined right now. We'll line it this way, actually. We're gonna line everything through the main, and we're gonna plan for a meet at Thomas Valley. So we'll leave that line to the straight for the passenger train, and we'll line the light engine into the hole. And so now, when the AI gets here, Thomas Valley, in basically 4 miles, it'll pull up and stop in the hole here. I don't know, it might have to wait, but we don't want to usurp the passenger train. What we can check on while we're waiting is whether or not our cars are loaded here. Pulpwood. No, they're not, but we have a button for that. Setting time. Wait an hour. Just wait until they load the cars. It's now 4:30 in the afternoon. It's fine. But those cars are loaded. They're ready to go to the paperboard. I need to buy more of those cars, honestly. And skipping time does not do anything to the trains. It just changes the time of day and how loaded things are. So, train's still doing the thing. So we will make sure now when we get to Barker's Creek to... actually, we'll probably put the flare further up. We'll pull up and stop so we can grab these on the way with the passenger train. So the passenger train's going to cut its cars at Silva, can spot those 2 cars, and then get back on the passenger cars for tomorrow. Okay. Well, now it's just a game of hurry up and wait until trains get to places, so I'll see you guys shortly when our AI engineers reach their destinations. Currently 16:26, so we'll see how long we have to wait. All right, it's been 2 minutes IRL, well, 2.5, and 5 minutes in game, and the number 1 has arrived here at Whittier. It's gonna pull up and stop for the fusee, and passengers are going to disembark and re-embark. So I need to kind of hover over the window and make sure that everybody gets on for places that are places we're going, which is everywhere except for Ella. And we don't have any passengers for Ella because, shocker, we were just here. Although we did press wait time for a bit there in the middle. So, all right, everyone's loaded. Highball. It's fun that you can still blow the whistle. Okay. So, yeah, we are correct in that Thomas Valley is going to incur number 2 waiting a little bit because we're here at Whittier. We have, what, 3.5 miles to go to Thomas Valley, and they're like bearing down on Thomas Valley right now. But we would be stuck waiting at Whittier for the other engine. This is a revenue train. The other train is just waiting. So, gonna double check switches so we don't confuse the AI. And then, yeah, we'll wait till we get to the meet. It's 16:34 right now. So it looks like all the switches are set. Just gotta wait for the meet now at Thomas Valley. Here comes our light engine. This is a cute little 10-wheeler, isn't it? Off in the distance, we heard the approaching a meeting point whistle call. So, train should be coming around the bend any minute now. There it is. And there we go. The first meet on the ES&DT. All right, line the switch the other way, and now our AI for number 2 will take off. Okay. So now we can line him into the yard at Whittier. And we'll have him bang into those cars there. We'll kind of put some stuff together and figure out that switching next. But meanwhile, on the passenger train, doing a scenic 45 mile an hour right now, coming up to Wilmot. Blowing the traditional Rio Grande call for station stop. And then answer, we are stopping at this station. Now we just foaming. What are you doing, Mr. AI man? like came up and stopped super hard. And then decided to move forward again. It's fine. Have you made it to the Wilmot platform, technically? Yes. And all of the other passengers are for points to the west, and we're headed east, so goodbye. All right, so then we want to make sure that we still have that fusee at Barker's so that we can back up and pick up those couple cars. We'll even, you know what, we'll even put it a little further out. Make sure that it clears the switch when it stops. And number 2 is almost to Whittier, so when it gets there, we'll pick it back up. Okay, we have arrived at Whittier. The AI is getting scared of cars, so we'll show him who's boss here. So we got 2 cars for the sawmill, 2 cars that gotta go into town. Let's see. And then we gotta kind of figure out what else we want to do here. Good hitch. So I kind of want to kick the cars to town, towards town. And then we also have 1 more car for town, and then, yeah, 2 more cars for the sawmill. So I kind of actually just want to kick these. And then pray that they don't dump. Who keeps bottling the air on this railroad? And why is it me? It's my secret. I never want there to be air on the cars. We don't like air brakes. Air brakes are too safe. We're just gonna let those cars roll, and hopefully they roll all the way in the clear. And then we're gonna do the same. We're gonna run around onto this track. We're gonna kick the 1 car for town. Yeah, these are already charged. So you know what? We're gonna preemptively dump these. And then we're gonna bleed the brake cylinders. And we're gonna kick all the handbrakes off. Meanwhile, passenger train's almost to Barker's. It's probably fast enough through the switches, ice. Come on, go the other way. Bang into these cars. Oh goodness, those cars have made it quite far. I'm just gonna let them go. Like, if they want to roll all the way to the places they gotta be, that would be hilarious. So we might as well just line them over, because that's Hollifield Heating and Oils. This switch right here. Stenzel Manufacturing is that one, which is annoying because it's on a steep grade. It's hard to kick into. But those cars are just gonna go. And we'll show up here right before we clobber all these cars to death. Give it a nice glug of air. And bang. Give the same treatment to that car from Stenzel. just let the cars do the thing. It's fine. Fusee in the gauge, he says. Alright, we'll deal with you in a second. You get clear of the switch here. Still see those cars in the distance. It's probably pretty quick to kick that one box car, but that's okay. Okay, we'll stop, we'll reverse in, and go dump these on the couple set out tracks. Actually, we'll even order you yard AI reverse 20 cars. Alright, he's vaguely got it figured out. That car's rolling. Those cars, they're going to end up where they're going to end up. I have confidence that car won't be going too stupid fast by the time it gets there. I'm going to give it a little handbrakeage because I'm a little scared. But now we'll go jump over to Barker's and pick up those cars with the number 1 so it can keep on going its way. Orders, manual, select. I honestly kind of wish when you clicked manual that it would just automatically take over. Like, if I'm taking you off of AI, I'm probably going to manually control you. Or make it so that you either, like, it clicks over to manual or it stops all AI orders. Like, make those two separate things. Like, either you can tell the AI to go 0, don't move, if you don't want the AI to move, but you still want it to be AI controlled. Or if you're saying manual, like, hey, I'm going to take over, give me control of this. Be a nice streamlined thing to do. Bang! Good hitch. Okay. And now road, forward, full speed. And then you're now running to Dillsboro. And you're not even going to be even lined into the shop. Okay. It's going to come in on track 2. Put the fusee out right there. And then we will jump back over to Whittier. And what are our cars doing? They're still rolling. And that one's not rolling so fast that I'm scared about it anymore. Those ones stopped. We'll just let those do that. You know what? We'll even put a handbrake on. In the foul. For shame. And yard AI. Yeah. Okay, let me click on you again. Yes, okay. Go spot all 4 of these. And we'll go do the log run after this. And then we'll have done just about everything for the day. This is going to be a longer episode, but I don't know how to split it up into anything else other than not showing some of the things that go on. Alright, give those a good kick. So they're all going to either of those cars, or either of those tracks, so put them all in the same one, may as well. And then actually, while we're thinking about it, we might as well grab the skeleton cars and punt them out the way. I am an unfortunate human in that I only have 4 because I had the early access game and started the career before that. And like the day after the game came out, they changed it so that you start with 8. So I didn't restart my career, so here we are. Should probably tie some brakes on those cars. Dunk. There we go. $64 times 4. Love to see it. Those guys are all gonna load up. We're gonna bang into these skeleton cars, kind of punt them towards Connolly Creek. Then we'll go spot those couple cars in Whittier, do the log run. Good hitch, stretch them. Apparently didn't do any damage. Oh, maybe we damaged that one. Those might already been damaged. I've definitely derailed these cars a couple times. Alright. Get in the clear here. Slam on the air. Uncouple those nice and early. Line the switch. Don't roll back at me. You were supposed to knuckle into those. How dare you? Alright, I see no problem punting those at like 28 miles an hour. Making some separation distance. Let them roll. I'm trying to think where I want to end up leaving the engine for the day. Because if I recall correctly, our choo-choo that's at Dillsboro is not being fixed right now. And it won't start getting fixed until tomorrow when we get workers. So I guess I could leave the two over here in Whittier. Oh, goodness. I need to throw that switch. Got it. Leave the number 2 over here in Whittier. And then I could pick up whatever needs to go towards Sylvia and run it that way as the passenger train runs the other way. I guess. Tomorrow. Seems to make some amount of sense. Let's not clobber that box. Chef's kiss. Let's see, are those gonna clear that switch? I hope they do. Would make my day if they cleared that switch. That was the hope and dream. They did. Alright, so I'm gonna just apply a bunch of handbrakes on those. Jump back over to my train here. We're gonna bang into the cars here. And then, God. Dropping cars into Stenzel's hard. So we're gonna punt this car into Hollifield first. Just through there. Yeah, that crossover. Those crossovers are like Atlas number 4 switches. Like, they're ridiculous. You have to get some serious speed, and then you have to make it through that crossover. Give that a little punt. It's fine. It's just oil. It's not like it's explodey. Get some good run-up space there. And that car's really got to make it to where that car is, so we'll just release that. And we'll apply a brake so that it doesn't clobber it. Maybe it'll clobber it anyways. It's spotted, though. Box checked. 51% derailed. It's fine. Okay. Our passenger train made it to Dillsboro. Had a good time there. So we'll tell him to go move on. We're still... No, Wilmot, Whittier, Ella. Okay, so all loaded up. Go do the thing now. And it'll be at Silva very quickly, and then we'll be able to spot those other things. We'll run it into the siding because we're gonna. I don't know how I want to do that. If I put the fusee, the cars I want to keep with the engine are not next to the engine. So I almost want to drop those cars on the main. But we've got other stupid switching to deal with right now. So we're going to finish dealing with this stupid switching, and then we'll think about doing that other stupid switching. Okay, so here we go. Gotta get enough speed with the cars that they will make it up the hill and into Stenzel. But not so much speed that our engine derails going through the crossover when it breaks away from them. So we'll get it going 15. And then I'm just gonna slam on the air as we yoink through. Perfect. And then I think those cars might roll all the way up. Either way, I'm gonna go get on the other end of them just in case. That way we're not stuck with a fouled switch or anything. And either way, that's a faster way to run around cars. But it looks like they're gonna roll all the way to the spot. You'll love to see it. Tie those brakes. You know what? While we're here, out of the goodness of my heart, I will even go Quake bunny hop over to our derailed, slowest unloading tanker and re-rail it. Hi, friend. You're welcome. I cared about you. Okay. All right. And now we will run this guy over to those cars there. Do we have time before the other train makes it to Silva? No, we don't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump here and we're just gonna pull the pin. And the AI is not gonna know what to do, but that's okay. I'm from the ES&DT and I'm here to help. Control click, darn you! I'm trying to do dumb switching. Why must everything be a control click and why doesn't it work sometimes? Cockatoo sounds. Probably should have done that move later. That's fine. Our other engine is almost there. We can actually switch with the map. We know our cars are there, so we know that we need to be doing about 5 by the time we get there. Talk about multitasking, Batman. We can leave these cars here. Well, I want to see how far they roll, so. We're not going to roll very far, I don't think. This is peak railroading, whether or not you agree with it. So I can watch my speed there. I know they're clear the switch, so we'll just let that do that. Shift click that. Uncouple those cars, tie a brake. Stop for a few Z. We're still doing less than 5. As soon as we see more cars pop up on our air brake display, we'll know we've made the hook. There it is. And it's not going to want to shove through all those brakes. So we'll jump over there real quick. Kick all the brakes off. And we know it's basically lined all the way to where it needs to go. We can just leave the reverser welded on that speed and it'll be fine. And we will run the number 1. All right, select. Here we go. Oh. If I select it for manual control, I don't want it to be AI controlled. Stupid. They will sort that out. Stop rolling the wrong way. No, you weren't supposed to roll the wrong way. Stop it. Everything on the ES&DT is going wrong all at once. All right, and We can set all these cars to load for the other direction overnight. Also think about, do we have any dollars to buy anything? We have $4,000 on a giant loan. It's fine. You don't have to pay anything for a minute. I could pay $5,000, but I only have $4,000. Feels like a hack. Yeah, that train's just got to run till it gets to that switch or siding at Connolly. That one. And it's not AI controlled right now. I mean, I could just probably AI control it, and that would be smarter. But this is just living on the edge now. I left the Johnson bar at like 90% reverse, so it'll like probably weld itself to 30 mile an hour and call it a day. Probably not even 30 mile an hour. And it's going uphill, so it doesn't look like it's going too fast. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Don't brake till you see the whites of their eyes. There's no I in ES&DT. I guess we're never braking. What braking do you do? I mean, physically of the cars? Like, they become broken. That's what we do on this railroad, sir. Okay, that might have been a little late to apply the brakes. Chef's kiss! Chef's kiss! Chef's kiss. Didn't even make a dunk. What are we even doing here? Oh god, it's almost out of water. And there's no water at this location. Why would you build a railroad with no water at one end of it? We should have taken water at Dillsboro. Do we believe in the folly of what it did last time? Is this grade really that stout? This engine's struggling that hard? Can it make it? Can it make it up to Silva Paperboard? Spot these cars in. I think they go like up here. I think it's that track, actually, the one that's straight all the way back. Can they make it? Or will it run out of water again? It might run out of water. I'm gonna tell it to run road forward full speed. Let the AI engineer take it. Take the wheel. Poor, sad, stupid Atlantic. Yeah. It's got a ways to go and it's losing water kind of quick. We're just gonna let our own hubris. It's used like 150 gallons of water in the last 4 feet. We're not spotting these cars. Manual control. We're gonna go run for water. So there is no water past Dillsboro. So we're just gonna say yard or road, reverse, full speed. We're gonna jump over to Dillsboro. We're gonna line the switch in for that track and guess as a flare like right there'sville for the water column. And while we just let the AI handle that, we will jump over to Connolly, see what our 10-wheeler's doing. Let's see, select. As anticipated, it welded itself at 16-ish miles an hour. We're gonna have to service this thing at Whittier when we're done. Almost there. Okay, once we get the 3 out of the shop, we're gonna have to send the 1 back in the shop. The 2 is still at 100%, but yeah. Let's look at stuff. Equipment. We need to buy another coal hopper. Equipment doesn't show all of our hoppers actually. Oh. Shows all our engines. Oh, it's like Control I or something, or Control E? Control O? There is a button that can let you see what equipment you can buy. And it's not under the equipment menu. It's the locomotive works. Oh, okay. Well, the locomotive works tab, there it is. Almost all spotted here. All spotted. We'll even hook up the air now because these are going to get heavy. Tie a brake. And we'll just kind of make time, just do the thing where it go fast. You can find the menu. Settings, wait an hour. Hey, look, everything's loaded. 1841. Okay. Kick that brake off. And we'll just tell the AI to run forward full beans. Full beans! And then the AI will get to here. We need to realign the switch. So we came from the other leg of the Y. So we'll throw that. Make sure that's lined for the AI. Lined in there. It's getting awfully dark in the game. Alright, we need to pull kind of ahead there, so we'll put a few Z down there. Check on our train. Looks like it's made it to Dillsboro. Right when we got there, perfect timing. We guessed wrong on our flare location, but that's okay. Orders, manual. And then select. Yeah, it's got 750 gallons of water. I don't like that one bit. So we're gonna pull up and stop. Get her full. Okay. Come on, you. Come on, you. Close enough? There we go. Get him full of water, and then we'll look at things. Alright, if we want to buy Palace car, well, no, we want the observation car. I got it, 7 grand. Only holds 25, but 20% bonus to passenger fares when operated as last car in the train. Well, it's 7 grand, but I think we'd like to have one. And then we also need a, we need another one of these. Oh, we can afford one of those. We'll buy that hopper. It'll show up tomorrow. We'll go back finance. We'll take a loan out to get, oh, 7174. That's the max we can get. So we have 7174. Is that enough to buy that observation car? I need $500 more dollars. Okay, we can't do that. So that if we press no, okay. Well, we'll just have to make some more dollary dues. No observation car on tomorrow's train. But maybe the next day. Maybe. Anyway, when things get exciting again, we'll pick it up. All right, this guy's full of water. The sun is setting on the railroad, so definitely looks cool with all the pink haze and everything. I haven't actually gotten to experience that. Let's set this guy AI. Send the beans forward. And I believe our flare is still out at the Silva interchange, basically. Yep. And we'll back it in, back those cars in. Meanwhile, our AI hauling logs is almost to Whittier. So we'll take control of this while the other engine does its thing. Manual select. Speed limit's 25, bud. Come on. Yeah, this thing's gonna need a service too. So kick these cars off, dump them into Log Pond, get this engine serviced, dump those other cars off with the Atlantic, get the Atlantic spotted at the interchange for the morning, and then we'll cycle a day over, and that'll be for next episode. I have no idea how long this episode's going to end up being. I've ended up started and stopping recording a bunch of times, so hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Hopefully you think it's neat. Hopefully you think Railroader's cool. I think it's a lot of fun. It does need a fair amount of work, but I'm confident they're going to get it done, so. I also wish the brakes worked like real brakes, but that's okay. There we go. Get those kicked. Oh, I should probably line a switch so that they... Oh, no, they're already lined. Okay. Already got that. Never mind. Spot for coal. Dunk. Get that set up. Meanwhile, we'll let these guys roll. Check on the other train. Almost back to Silva. All y'all get spotted, please. Can I control click this car? Maybe. Maybe not. I'd like to apply handbrakes so that they don't clobber the end of track device. Okay, got a couple handbrakes on. The ones that let me click. That's a new bug. I haven't encountered that before. It also might be me just playing the game wrong, but you know. It's fine. Okay, spot it up. Get you full of water. You're done for the night, number 10 or number 2, and you're in perfect condition, so you don't even need to go to the shop. We haven't done something wrong. We haven't binned a locomotive in 2 episodes now. There's always tomorrow. Nice and fast coming up to our flare. I took manual control, so we're just gonna blow right past it, but that's okay. Put it in full reverse and it'll do absolutely nothing of any semblance of anything that makes any sense. So we'll just let the train just eventually stop. It's fine. Liner switches. Well, we're coming to a stop there. As the sun goes down. I think that's the track we need. Yeah. That one. Okay. We're lined all the way back. Still got plenty of coal. Refilled on water. This thing's gonna be ready to do the dance tomorrow. It's getting dark. Is Railroader a horror game too? Might be. We'll have to see what all happens for tomorrow. It's gonna be interesting. They changed it so contracts don't expire. And I honestly kind of want to up my contract amount because I feel like I don't get enough cars to make enough money to really do anything. Yeah, tier 1. Oh, we're already spotted. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just pop those guys, tie a brake, pull away. And we'll pull up and stop our engine right there. We'll take a look real quick through contracts and then see about setting things up for tomorrow. Tier 1, no change. They want 3 cars of pulpwood a day, and we've only been servicing 2. Should probably figure that out. It's fine. Silva Coal and Lumber, Tier 1. Silva Depot, Interchange. Paperboard, Tier 1. They also want pulpwood at 3 cars a day. I need to buy more pulpwood cars. I need to be doing 3 cars a day here, and I've only been doing 2. So I can't really up that anymore, because Tier 2 still consumes the same. Interesting. So we'll just set it to Tier 2. Which Pontiac, Dillsboro, engine service, freight house, fuel, pulpwood, Slate Schist, Wilmette Station, Connolly Creek. It's just production. Hallfield holding Stenzel manufacturer. There's really not. I can't really up anything. So I'm kind of set for as much as I can do. So we kind of need to just set up to do the Ella Track and Bridge project, which is expensive. But I know that I'm gonna need to buy. We're gonna take out a little bit of a loan, and I need to buy a. I need to buy a new pulpwood car for sure. Yeah. 50 tons of pulpwood. We're going to purchase that so it can get delivered tomorrow. And then it looks like we need to start repairing the bridge at Ella to get more stuff to do. It seems like that's the move. So I guess we will then milestones, repair Ella Track and Bridge, start first phase. Cars ordered, waiting for deliveries. We got to deliver 13 cars. Oh goodness, we're gonna have a ton of cars at Interchange tomorrow. Let's roll the clock over, see what next episode's gonna look like, shall we? I'm gonna need to invest in having some help, I think. Sleep. Okay. Reputation has changed. It's gone down. All right, let's double check before we do anything else. Is my third engine usable now? Because we've got some shop forces. It is at 68%, so it is usable. All right. Is it perfect? No. Silva Interchange received 20 cars? Oh, boy. Well, I guess 13 of those are for the Ella Bridge project, but... yeah, Silva Paperboard, Locust, Slamika, Whittier, Sawmill, Whittier, Ella, these are all for the bridge site. Okay, well, that's just a big through train to run to Ella, and then Whittier. And then those are going to be set outs on the way. And then those go to the paperboard. And then we got 2 new cars. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a lot to figure out. Next episode's going to be a fun one, I think. Anyways, hopefully this wasn't too super long-winded. Playing this game single player is kind of long-winded in that way, but as I've said, a lot of fun stuff that goes on, and it does scratch a cool itch. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Catch you all next time on the ES&DT.